of match was in there for London. Before later on we saw this flyer from Akwaba UK for the. I mean, this event happens almost every year for the past, I think, 23 years or so. Yes, it happened for a very long time. So let me just throw the ball to you. Let me start with you, Mr. Bones. I'm sure you've heard the news around this.
Yes. And when people were actually talking about sabotaging,
yes,
I was like, oh, so who is the saboteur in here? Because looking at it, Dennis and his team, they've been after it for some time now. And this is not the first time they are putting together such an event. And looking at Stoneboy also announcing his tour, the up and running tour, hitting London, is also a feat that he would want to also go in making his brand out there. But now, the only issue that I have, I mean, how can the whole London be stuck to one event in a day? And London nipa 200 penny and nipa 300 penny.
Fans we need representation.
Oh, easy.
As much as we can.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to talk about venues, but the biggest venues that are being sold out by Ghanaian events in London, is it the
O2, like, London O2?
O2.
Yeah.
And are we going to the arena now?
I'm not sure any of them has the arena booked.
So I am just saying that it means that if people are able to get numbers to fill the arena, and we are just doing, I mean, these venues in London, it means that there are a chunk of other people that we don't even have access to, that we can still sell and market to. The idea of people trying to make the claim that the promoters in there wants to be the very people that you need to link up with anytime that you want to put an event out there in London is, to me, is a fallacy, because you can't actually prove those things. Yes, it's always right to have people to collaborate with when you want to get into a market of which you are not all that versed with the way things actually go about. It's only right to collaborate, because there are some markets that the dynamics of the market needs people who are well versed in that area to help you execute the agenda for a product or a service. So it is not wrong for the promoters to come up and say that, okay, if you want to come to London, see us. Nigerians are doing events in London, and Smade has always been in the conversation.
A real gatekeeper.
There are other people who are there. And we know, if you want to ask about London, if you want to talk about promoters, there are key promoters in London. Maybe your money can't afford them. The VP promotions are there. The Tidy promotions are there. The EL promotions agencies, they are there. The Ambient, the Wolf London, the Love Creative Marketing, all of them are there. But if you want to go through a different promoter, aside the Ghanaian promoters that we've gotten in there, it's not wrong. Because marketing, no, it's not actually just an individual. So if probably Stoneboy decides to go through another promoter, London and for a lot of their money, that be, they may be the very people who actually came up with an idea of putting events together to have a Ghanaian representation when it comes to the conversation of promoters in London. It is not to them alone. It is not limited to them alone, because there are other promoters. So if you go through another promoter to achieve the same purpose of putting Ghana on the map, it means you are not far from right. But let's get here. Where I am disappointed is the kind of utterances coming from the promoters.
Yes, especially the man like Alodia.
Obi kaze now
Stoneboy.
I saw a video online. I was like,
why didn't even know Orlando?
Why this kind of disrespect? Why must we get to this tangent? Whether you've lived in London for 40 years, 30 years, you've been organizing events out there, you need a creative.
Yeah.
The last time we were here, when Black Sherif was supposed to do some videos and other things to a promoter who was taking him to an event in somewhere, I think Asia baby, no.
It's usually
that cruise party.
Yeah.
We were all here. We liked him because we know that there is a part that you need to play as a creative.
Yeah.
And the promoter also has a part to play in marketing, so all these things we work hand in hand. Where there is a disagreement or where we are not able to arrive at a consensus, it is very important to, as the promoters, as people who are into events, and the other half, which are the creatives and other things, to know that and there are some event promoters who have denigrated artists, and it got to a point that they needed to go back to the same artists to fill these places for them. Stage, because we are so we are putting things together, and even if Sebibia Bana dating power clash here,
so
if we are all marketed, I mean, if we've gotten the right marketing tools in place,
there shouldn't be any.
The audience for Kimpaluta,
R2Bs,
Olive the Boy,
yeah,
may not necessarily be the audience for Stoneboy.
Yeah.
Though we all belong to the Ghanaian community.
Very true.
That's
if
true.
we are able to push the agenda very well, we can have these places filled up together. And see, apart just say the whole London, there's only going to be one event on the 8th of
obviously not, but
of March.
Me who say what this how I see. So the fear is the Ghana for Nangasa and Sheda North in London. So
it means that even the promoters, even the promoters, they know that their events are not well attended.
So that's the fear. I think yeah.
Why must it be a fear?
That's what the problem is coming from.
If you are able to, first of all, go like Stoneboy or your wine, meaning that, okay, you have what it takes to sell your events out there.
Yeah.
Okay. If Stoneboy has also connected to a different promoter, and the promoter knows that, okay, I have a sold out event already. That's what we've been told, that Stoneboy's event is already sold out.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So
if the event is sold out already, and you being the one thinking that you have all that it takes to gather all the numbers in London for your event, that you have been doing this for a while, and you know the techniques and everything and getting the people, what is the worry again?
Stoneboy is not even talking. No,
Stoneboy needs not to talk, because he is not the one putting things together.
His manager is talking, he is talking.
No, he is collaborating with other people in getting the event executed, because that is the level that we need to get to. Every time, event promoter, Xavier Moula, wants to put together an event. If YFM is putting together an event, is why that needs to do all that it takes to sell the event out there.
All right.
So
let me come to Moula.
My problem is that my young friend did the attempt no try say you are trying to denigrate.
Yeah, that's the part
that is
like
the part
I didn't like it.
But I mean, in the nutshell, there's no bad PR. All of them have been able to make noise about it, and they are getting free publicity even in
right now. Yeah.